Well, now, like, I mean, like, you guys obviously have been dealing with, like, an entire workload. Me and Riff just kind of, like, we're reflecting, like, sometimes you really just need to, like, take time for yourselves and kind of make an effort to take care of your body, your lifestyle, and just kind of, like, what have you guys been doing now that you guys have been overloaded with a ton of work? Like, what have you been doing outside of gaming, outside of expos and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been like, I've always been, and I still am, like, you know, Mr. like, gotta work, always provide, always, you know, make the dough. But it's weird, like, the last, like, couple months, I've been, like, forcing myself to take more time off than I normally would. And I've been doing this with, like, my biggest thing has been, you know, California, we're right by the beach, we're 5 minutes from the beach, is I've just been forcing myself to paddleboard and go to the beach daily. And it's like, it's weird because I'm making a habit, which I'm not used to, of being like, I am busy, I don't have time to go, but I'm going. And I go, and the minute, I mean, I've been sending these guys videos, I'm out there, you know, sunshine, just me out there with a paddleboard.
Looks awesome, man.
Yeah, I got the music on, just, and I'll literally take my paddleboard too. And today, when I was texting you guys, I did a long paddle, you know, a couple miles, and then ended up like kind of hunkering my fin onto this like lure that I saw in the water, and I just went to bed in the ocean on the middle of my board. Laid back on my board. Slept, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, woke up like 30 minutes later, and I was like, this is the greatest thing. But it's crazy because I'm so much more energized to work. It's weird how like forcing a break can make you just work so much harder, and even like more excited to work because you're like, okay, I got my, you know, rejuvenation. And I'll say that, of course, with the family is great too as well, but there's something super therapeutic about just going like, just you. Like, I'm just going, just me in the water, and some, you know, I have a waterproof phone case thing, so I wear it around my neck, and I got my music on, and I'm like,
oh, that's how you record.
Yeah, just with the music's on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already on.
So you even like dunked it in the water. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, go underwater and just have it's so amazing, and so it's so good for the body and the
soul.
Mind. The soul.
Yeah.
It's the soul. I'm a huge vitamin D guy. Huge. It's everything, which is why I'm so brown right now.
Like
darker
vitamin D?
than Ricky.
You are darker than me.
I think so, yeah.
Am I darker than you right now?
Yeah, right now you are.
Dang, take that, Mexican.
Dang, and I went to the beach this weekend.
Clown on my brown.
I'm big into walking. Walking is my thing. When I need to just get away, like I'll walk down at the pier. Like a lot of times we've gotten together a couple times, right? Because I'm just like walking down. I like to watch, we have a beautiful pier. We live in Huntington Beach. It's gorgeous. So I walk down, get some coffee in the morning. I'll watch the surfers. And then I'm just, walking up and down. I'll cruise around, and I'll pick different spots like throughout wherever I am to just walk, whether it's a park or whether it's around town somewhere. Maybe I'm in a new town. Wherever I am, I'll find places.
What's your walking pace? Are you a cruise walker, or are you trying to like power walk?
Cruise.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, cruise.
That's
cruise
good.
walker.
Yeah,
That's
just
good.
relaxing. But I'm out in the sun, and it's like,
Can't beat it.
Yeah, it's nice. So I do that, and then Curtis will golf like on Fridays. That's a nice reprieve.
Yeah.
End of the week.
If you don't plan it, I'll like call you on like a Friday and be like, hey, you want to go golfing on a Friday? It seems like it's just like a nice little thing to like either walk the course, drive the course. Either way, just kind of get outside and just like spend time.
Yeah.
Who's a better golfer?
Chris for sure.
Dude, I was smashing drives last time.
Yeah. No.
Smashing 'em.
Yeah, he's definitely the better golfer. I'm just
Not great, but I have an okay drive sometimes.
I have my spotlights where all of a sudden I'll do good.
You were hitting some good shots, man. You're pretty good.
Yeah.
You're getting
but, like,
better.
I'm definitely just like I swing and hopefully it gets there type of guy.
I've been playing golf my whole life since I was 15. It's the hardest thing ever, and I still suck at it, but it's enjoyable. It's fun to be out there. I like just the outdoors, walking around in the grass and the trees.
So
That's what I like.
I'm not a sports guy, but I will admit, admittedly so, I believe in my brain, I'm going to piss off so many people right now. I am far more impressed watching someone be a good golfer than like a good basketball player.
Golf is so freaking hard.
The net's
Definitely.
right there.
Even funny.
There's
You're
so many
shooting-
factors. There's a lot of factors.
Well, think when you're in basketball, you're shooting. You're being guarded, of course, by very athletic men.
But
You take a shot, it's 10 feet away. Golf, you're hitting things
Like 50,
hundreds
30.
of yards away with a ball this big.
I've played basketball. I've played football. I played all these sports. Golf. Don't even say baseball, dude. Baseball. Ooh, with the stick.
Bro, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Shut up with your baseball over there.
Chris, there's a guy in here that played baseball and can still.
You are gonna play baseball.
I can
Knew
literally pick up any sport and still be decent at it. Like golf, I definitely don't have any structure to golf, but I can just get up there and hit it. That's fine.
You're so awesome, Curtis.
So you think
Appreciate you,
baseball
dude.
is harder than
100%.
than golf?
100%.
I argue
disagree.
that none of these sports come close to extreme sports.
But I mean, I get the
Like dirt bike riding
Like
or
skateboarding, like
skateboarding.
Extreme
flips.
skaters, extreme
That's
dirt-
a whole different
guys
level.
surfing
Yeah,
Mavericks. I
that
mean,
is
these are
super.
all your odds of dying go from like 1% in a regular sport to like literally probably 85%.
Being a snowboarder too, and like thinking what like
That's what I mean,
Sean
the
White
extreme
does with like
guys.
the extreme stuff, that it is
You get the
super
avalanche behind you or
insane.
something.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, the
and-
surfers are big waves. You fall wrong, you're dead. That's it. You're dead. It's one chance. Same with skating. These guys are flying off stories of buildings with no helmet. Your board's not strapped in. You're doing all these twists. I mean, one wrong turn, one wrong move, you're paralyzed for the rest of your life. And this is every trick. This isn't like, oh, you might once in a blue moon. This is every trick.
Yeah.
I'll be real. Like you can make a comparison for any sport, and every sport is going to be different. Like getting into the NBA, there's only 10 spots or 11 spots to get an NBA, right? You just have to be,
Black.
pretty much Jesus. but golf, you can be any shape or size and still play golf.
Who's the greatest golfer of all time?
Yeah, we
mean,
gotta have the
that's-
skills,
Tiger?
dude.
It's definitely going to be either
John Daly?
no, Arnold Palmer, Tiger Woods would be one of those. It just really depends.
Not Michael Jordan, dude.
Rory McIlroy or whatever his name is?
McElroy's pretty good. I mean,
McElroy's
he just
pretty
won
great.
green
Michael
jacket.
But I mean, like the guys that have been like kind of showing the test of time, those guys still play in their 90s.
If you play golf, you understand how hard it is, and watching those guys shoot,
Yes.
like what they
I'm
do,
impressed.
to me is super impressive. I can still go out and like hit. Can I hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball? I don't know if I could. That's pretty hard to do.
Yeah, but that's
They
my
do
only
say that
comparison.
that's actually the hardest thing to do. is
Yeah,
hitting like
and
that.
I'm saying like that's in comparison, but like every athlete is different in its own right. Like you can be a fat athlete and be good at sports, but you can't always go into every other sport and be good at it. You get what I'm saying? Like so, if like you're like a power lifter, you're not going to be good at like swinging a baseball bat 'cause you can't swing over your arms or whatever it is. Like you could be in any shape and still be an athlete in certain things and be good at it.
I mean, I'm even impressed when I watch like the ping pong guys. Like
Yo,
those guys are
that's
those
fun to
guys
watch.
are
incredible,
epic,
dude.
Those
Like,
guys are epic.
sometimes I'm like, that's not real. There's no way
Yeah,
they're doing
it
that,
does
but it
seem like
is.
that,
They're awesome.
right?
It's freaking real.
But
And I'm
there's
like,
pickleball's
what?
big now and wiffle ball
Have you
baseball
ever seen
players.
those guys that play like the soccer
On
with
the
the
table
volleyball
tennis?
or the table tennis
Yeah.
soccer is crazy, or the volleyball net where they're jumping up and
I've
like
seen that,
bicycling,
yeah.
kicking the ball over the freaking net. Like it's
They're
insane.
playing volleyball with their
Dang.
feet.
With their feet.
Yeah.
With the
Oh,
little
that's
ball.
insane.
It's like a little ball like this.
Insane.
Insane.
No, yeah. I honestly, it's so hard to like put comparisons on sports because I feel like there's so many different ways to be good at something, and you could have any shape or size. And
What sport do you think, if you had to pick one, if you tried to go into, you'd be the worst at and the best at?
Man, that's actually pretty hard to
man.
say. The worst one. Can we come back to that? Because I'm trying to think of a sport that I probably wouldn't be good at, and that's
Surfing, skateboarding,
Figure skating.
Probably like skating or surfing because I'm not very good at those types. Balance, yeah. But I'm good. I could pick up anything with hand-eye coordination. You know what I mean? I could be a tennis player in like a week, easy.
Gymnastics for me. I'm
that's-
so inflexible. I
tough.
can't even
dude.
touch like my toes ever in my
Same,
life.
same.
Oh my
Not
god, I
even
can't
close.
do anything.
Not
yeah.
even close
Now I
to
have a
touching my
blown out
toes.
back. Horrible.
That's why. My
Don't you
hamstrings are-
stretch?
No.
You should.
Tight as it gets, dude. My hamstrings don't move.
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Eek." Oh,
No
this
flexibility.
far from touching my toes.
So, Ricky or Ben, you guys haven't really answered. Like, what have you guys been doing, like, kind of to take a break from like work and things like that?
Oh, I work out, man. I go to the gym.
We've known, bro. We
Working
see those
out's good.
arms.
Yeah, I go to the gym probably like 4 to 5 times a week and do cardio in there. But, lift weights. That's my gym.
Do you walk around downtown a lot?
Not as much as
Not
I
as
probably
much?
should.
Which is
You-
crazy.
you live right
Because
there.
I live
on the
right
water.
I know,
there.
you're right
Yeah.
there.
I know, right?
Do you go
If I
down to
were
the
you, I would
beach a
be at
lot?
home.
I
You don't go to the beach, so you bought a condo on the beach and then don't go to the beach.
It's important to live by it, though.
But he does have a pool next to the beach,
Which I don't even go to.
I mean,
Samantha goes,
we're
though,
all
so.
very lucky. We all live within 5 minutes of the beach. Every single one of us.
That's true.
Which
No,
is
that's true.
We should form a beach volleyball team. Anybody
I'm
want to
down
play
for
beach
that.
volleyball?
Dude.
Would you play?
I am down for that.
I play.
I feel like I'd be pretty good at volleyball.
I used to be on a team with Sam and Blake would play too. And it was the best thing because we're
Was
down
Blake,
on the beach.
Was Blake the ball or?
No, Blake was pretty good.
Dude,
it
it
was
just
me,
gets you
Blake.
out there.
Yeah, I was like, what are we doing? We're not going down to the beach. And so we were playing beach volleyball. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
it's
start a
3-on-3,
league, and if you guys want to
4-on-4.
play.
Heck yeah.
You could always just be an alternate and just come in.
Dude,
Why
even
would
if
I be an alternate, huh?
We need girls though. You need girls. It's co-op.
We
Need
got Blake.
wives. Just dress them up.
You say co-op like it's a
Put some
split screen?
lipstick on.
What about you, Ricky? What's your reliever of stress in your world?
reliever of stress, honestly, it's probably the weirdest thing, but probably when I go out, I didn't want to say it. It's so
Uh-oh.
Say
stupid.
it.
Come on.
I like to just go in my backyard and like do yard work, like
great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
like,
awesome.
I'll tend to the chickens and
Such a
I'll.
I was gonna say
No, here's the horrible. Here's the word. It's tend to the chickens, and then my kids want to play soccer, and I'm like, dang, I am very
Yard
Latino
work?
right now.
Yard work, chicken, and soccer. Bro, could you be more Mexican?
And he's eating churros.
picks the jalapenos.
The worst part is like soccer wise, like for a Mexican guy, I'm terrible. But like
really?
when I play with the friends, I'm like actually okay. I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Got the natural, dude.
Dang.
There you go.
Somehow
man.
I knew when you asked Ricky what he did. I was like, is it going to be the chickens? And it was the chickens.
You thought you were going to say yard work?
I didn't know yard work, but I thought you were going to say taking care of the chickens. and then
I
you
enjoy
did.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I was just.
I
Like,
mean,
oh,
that's
this
a
is
thing,
cool.
dude. Taking care of animals is pretty awesome. There's nothing wrong with that.
It keeps your mind off of everything else.
It
you know?
does.
You just kind of like escape for a little bit.
I do like the yard work aspect. I do enjoy like just being in the grass and like picking up things
It's
and pulling
outdoors.
weeds.
Being outdoors is just like.
Do
oh,
you
this is
do you
nice.
like just paying for the people to do the yard work? Rip?
I do. I do.
watches
to relax, you sit down and watch people do yard work.
Sometimes I'll send Ricky.
Ricky.
Sometimes I'll send Ricky pictures. Like I'll have like the gardener here, and then like someone's like, I have like the guys washing my car. I'm like, hey Ricky, your family's here. I'll send him pictures.
I'm like, dang, lucky.
To be fair, I have a giant backyard. For those who don't know,
Dude, it's human. I would not want to mow that
It's
thing.
over
You almost need a
That would
riding
not be-
mower back here,
it's over
bro.
100 feet.
Yeah.
So.
Is your dream, Ricky? Like, would you wish you had like more land to like do stuff with?
If I had a dream, I'd have. Here's my dream. Go to Hawaii, the Big Island, have wild chickens everywhere.
Ooh,
With
land on?
with a pineapple and
Dang.
mango farm.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Curtis is dying over there.
I love it, dude. I love
That'd
that.
be
I love
awesome.
that
Your
outdoor-
dream is just like
Walking distance from your retro
Bro,
video game store that you own.
Exactly.
There are none.
Well, I could be the only one.
Yeah.
Dude, his dream is literally to just do what Hawaii already has. There's just wild chickens everywhere, bro.
That's what I love, though. I love that.
The other when we went to Kauai recently, me and my family, we were driving home and we made it through the whole week. We're like, this has been great. This is the most awesome trip. And we're driving and my son's like, man, there sure are a lot of signs here for like chickens. And as he's saying it,
You ran one over?
crunch, we didn't see it.
Oh, wow.
Full speed, goosh. And I was like, oh no. My kids look back at the rental, look back, the feathers are flying out. We're like,
Oh,
oh no.
no.
But I mean, hey, I'd argue that it's better to just run it over than me trying to swerve and flip
Yeah.
my whole family
Right.
over.
Yeah.
I'm not going to die over a freaking Los Pollo. I'm good.
We lost a chicken during whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God,
A
that's
chicken
right.
died. Choking on a chicken literally died during
It was
whatnot.
choking when we were doing the whatnot, and my kids are like, Dad. I'm like, oh, sorry, but we're doing a whatnot real quick. The
That
chicken's
was-
dying. And I just like, oh, shoot. So
That
I
was a
ran, and
wild
Curtis was in
day.
charge. Curtis was dying. Like, literally, what were the chances of a chicken choking? I'm just
Bro,
like,
I had zero
what?
clue.
I was trying to do the Heimlich. Like, what
Were
do you
It
do?
was still alive. You were pushing on its
yeah,
chest.
dude, it was like one of my favorite chickens. So I was like, oh,
What was its
shoot.
name?
Cloud. After
Oh,
Final
nice.
Fantasy, I was like, sweet. Of course, Cloud gone.
What's all your chickens' names? How many do you have?
8 right now.
Holy, what's all their names?
You got Rogue, Storm. Oh wait, no, it's not Storm. Sorry, that's my
Nice.
dog. Oh, Maverick's here. Gwen. He actually named Gwen, my little one. Gwen because of Gwen Stacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we got America.
Let's go.
You get the Trump chicken still?
We call him
we
the
named
Trump
one of them
chicken.
Trump chicken because it's orange.
Oh, yeah, it's an orange chicken. They named Trump.
We named one so it would go with him. So Goose and Maverick. So it was pretty cool. And then
Cool.
wow, I can't even think of the other names right now.
That's a little confusing to have a chicken named Goose.
It is.
It's like having a dog named Cat.
We had a
Yeah,
rooster.
right.
We had a chicken named Rooster. I'm like Rooster,
Oh,
and it turned
nice.
out being a rooster. So I had to get rid of it.
Oh, it was the one that was.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it sucks.
Do you have a rooster or no roosters? I've heard they're horrible.
You can't have roosters
My,
where we live.
my sister has a rooster. She had a rooster and like it got eaten by something, and she was like, "Yay!" Like so, like apparently they're horrible to have. They attack
They
them and
boss
stuff.
all the other ones
They
around.
boss
They pick
everybody
on 'em.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what do they call them? Like yard pimps or something like that? I think they call them yard pimps.
Never heard of
all
that.
right.
Dude, they'll take
Never
out
heard of that
anything that's near the chickens. Like,
Yeah.
it was like a mouse. It annihilated it.
Was it pimping the mouse? Or what? Yard pimping? Yo, I've been super grateful, at least for like who I've been, because trying to get back into the gym. Like I have Marcus and
Oh, yeah,
Chris.
Curtis.
Everybody's been holding me accountable to go. Like me and Marcus text every day. This is Comfort Cartoons who we just had. Him
Does he
on. He goes. Yeah, he just goes.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
But we literally just texted him more like, "Are you in the gym today?" And then I texted Chris one day, and he was like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "If you want to go, I will literally roll out of bed right now." And so I've been super grateful to have just like people hold me accountable and getting me healthy again. I feel like I need to focus more on my health.
We can do that more often, man. Anytime.
Yeah.
I can
Once you
hold you
get the
down if you
bug,
want.
Your boy he just wants to be stocky, man. I don't need a Greek god body or nothing like that. I just want to be healthy and just be
Yeah,
able to play
healthy is the
soccer.
#1 goal, dude. Healthy. That's
Yeah.
what I'll say.
Hey, you want some Oreos over there?
Yeah, no,
I just had like 2.5 rows.
I mean, we were talking about earlier, but like half the battle is just getting to the gym.
yeah,
we're
if you're
sure.
there, I'm gonna be real. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for you texting me or Marcus texting me, like saying, "Hey, I'm in the gym," you got to be in the gym too. It's like it's such a good accountability.
and it doesn't even have to be the gym though for people to.
No,
Right.
for
Be
me right now.
anything.
Yeah,
for
and that's
me.
the discipline part of it, right? It's like there's many days where I wake up, I'm like, I just don't want to do the gym. I'm not feeling it, right? Ben, how many days? You're like, oh,
sure.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it. I just don't feel good. I'm hungry. But if you go and you're like, all right, I'm here. I did it. I
Yeah.
accomplished it. You got over that, your mind telling you not to do it.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't
That's
know.
half the battle.
I feel like what is probably relatable with a lot of people out there is like you just fall in this thing where you just are feeling better outside of it, and then so much time passes, you lose strength, and then you just start to feel like unaccomplished about like what you're doing. And so like every time I would do something, I'm like, man, I want, like when I worked out, I did this better, right? And now I feel like I'm like way more alert, and I'm like ready to go do more right after.
Hell yeah.
So it's been nice.
We had,
Yeah,
we had a good workout session too, man.
Yeah, no.
Blew your back right out.
Your back's blown. Rick's back's blown.
Everybody's back is blown.
Blown. But